What's good? What's good? All right, all right. Wait till we get some people in here. Trying to get some opinions on this Mayweather comeback. Pacquiao has already made a comeback, so this the this is the official Mayweather comeback here. So let's see. What's good, Scotty boy? Scotty boy in the building. Out the gate, Scotty boy. Money grab out the gate. Uh, Al said the first time I've been on here without a hoodie and this in the, or a sweater. Oh man. So Scotty boy, you think it's a money grab for Mayweather? This what happen when you don't pay your taxes. Okay. Okay. Um man. Yeah, hey Alf, I got a bunch of tattoos actually. I'm not fully sleeved up, but I got a bunch of them. Um, but Alf, you say it's 100% for money for Mayweather too? Man, so everybody is saying it's a money grab for Mayweather. Okay. Um, I don't know if it is. Well, I mean, obviously, yeah. Uh, is it that for Pacquiao too, or y'all think Pacquiao was in it for actually trying to cement his legacy? I know he probably is definitely on the side of wanting some get back because he lost the first match between him and Mayweather. So maybe they're on two different sides of the fence in this second match. Either way it goes, man. Who do y'all have? Let me know who y'all have. People in the building. I see folks in the building. Let me know where y'all from. Shout out your city so I know where you're watching from too. Uh, Mia Alexis De La Rosa, what's good? How you doing? Who y'all got? First of all, who y'all got? I know, Scotty Boy, you said it's a money grab, but who do you guys have winning this rematch? I'm good, Mia Alexa. How you doing? If y'all in new to this, shout out your city. Let me know where you watching from. Um, I'm not so sure if this is well for Pacquiao. Like I said, I think Pacquiao wants to get back. Right, Pacquiao has already actually fought, and he got a title shot and that was against Mario Barrios, and we just saw what happened to him. He just lost his title, WBC welterweight, to Ryan Garcia. Um, but and that's another thing we got to address is how you guys feel about retired fighters coming back and just kind of leapfrogging mandatories, like just going straight to getting the title shot. Like some people feel like there's younger fighters who have worked in paid their dues and should be next in line to get a title shot. But when you have a big name like a Mayweather or a Pacquiao, that's the big money fight. So they're gonna go after that fight instead of like fighting mandatories and stuff like that. But there's other reasons why people duck mandatories or don't fight mandatories. But that, as we've seen, that's another reason because there are a lot of people talking about why is Manny Pacquiao getting a title fight against Barrios. But I mean, that was a draw. Barrios didn't beat him. So one can say he was competitive in that fight. Um so Scotty boy, you said they'll give it to Mayweather regardless whether he wins or loses. Why do you think so? Why do you think they'll give it to Mayweather? Um Alf, you said his agent told him the amount and he just printed his name on the contract. And if it goes to the judges, Mayweather's gonna win. That's what you got. Okay. I don't know, man. We'll see. I mean, I definitely think if it goes the distance, it'll be much like the first fight, if not worse for Pacquiao. I don't think he'll outbox Mayweather. He'll definitely have to knock him out to win. I think. I don't think he'll win something that goes a fight that goes the distance, right? At least that's my opinion. Y'all may feel differently. But Mia Alexa, if you still in, are you a boxing fan? And who do you have? Um, I got two people who say Mayweather will take this. Two people were saying Mayweather's going to get the rematch also. I haven't heard anybody say they think Pacquiao is going to win. Are you interested in seeing the fight? That's one thing I need to know. Are you actually interested in seeing this fight? Um I'll be honest. Like I'll say like, "Oh man, why is this happening? Why is Mayweather coming out of retirement and all that?" But I'm gonna probably watch the shit. I'm not gonna even lie to you. I'm gonna probably watch the fight. Um and I got Mayweather. Um Carlos Yara. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. Um I didn't box, but I do study and practice martial arts. So I've been in some martial arts competitions, just point sparring with karate and stuff. So haven't boxed, trained a little bit, but not a boxer. But martial arts, Hapkido is actually my art that I study. How about you, man? You asking me have I ever boxed? Have you ever boxed? Are you a boxer? I'd like to know. Same question to you. Uh, if you said, man, I watched Jake Paul box 60-year-old Mike Tyson, I'm gonna watch this shit. Yeah, hey, I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch it. You know, I'm gonna watch it regardless. And before let's address that. Mayweather is actually gonna have an exhibition match with Mike Tyson. So um, we'll see. Let's see. Manny is active and no injuries this time. I believe he will win this time. Um, did you watch his fight against Mario Barrios? And what did you think about his performance in that? And when we say active, I agree he's been active because he just fought recently. Not too long ago. Like I said a minute ago, he had the draw with Barrios, but Mayweather has been fighting exhibition matches, but I will say this: don't think that he's not in shape. Yes, he's older. Um, he's not in the tip top shape like he was when he was 24 or even 34, right? Right now he's 49, so he'll be months shy of turning 50 when he fights Pacquiao. It's scheduled for September 19th. It'll take place at the Sphere in Vegas. But Mayweather will be in shape. Let's say that. If you think that he won't be in shape, I think you would be mistaken. He will be in shape. He stays active in train. You could see he stays active in the gym. He's not an ordinary 49-year-old, right? And then Pacquiao is not far behind him if we're talking about age. Pacquiao's 47. So obviously this is not a match of these guys in their prime, but a lot of people are actually going to watch. Like I say, I will. Thumbs up in the chat if you're gonna watch, thumbs down if you won't. And I bet we'll probably see more thumbs up than thumbs down, right? Um, Carlos, haven't heard your response, man. You asked me, did I box? I didn't see if you're a boxer. Let me know. Do we have any boxers who are in the building right now? And if so, let me know what you think. Who you think is gonna win this rematch between Pacquiao and Mayweather? Um, but yeah, I think if anything, it'll bring some eyes to boxing, more eyes on the sport, right? And that's one of the things that you got to look at when we're talking about um, exhibition matches. I don't know where you guys stand on exhibition matches. You probably some may think that they're trash. Others may think they're entertaining. One thing that I will say is that it does bring eyes to the sport, right? Let's say you have uh let's say this Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather one that's coming up. It's an exhibition match, but what if you have a jam-packed undercard with actual fights that are counting toward, you know, belts and championship matches and rankings and stuff like that? What would you think about that? A jam-packed undercard with fights that actually matter, fights that actually count, and then obviously the main event being the exhibition match, because these guys already have fan bases, right? Tyson has a fan base, Mayweather has a fan base. So, that could be one thing that brings more people to it, brings more eyes to it, and you may end up seeing a fighter that you're and this I'm speaking to guys who aren't following boxing like that, right? Because the exhibition matches probably you're bringing folks in who are casual fans and stuff like that, but it does bring more eyes to the sport, if anything, if nothing else, I would say. Um, let's see, what are you saying? Is it Jae Hung Fang or is it Young Fang? Let me know how you pronounce it. I don't want to be on here disrespecting you, man. Um, you said yes again, Barrios. Manny won that fight, bro. Mayweather fight in exhibitions while Manny fight on a pro level. Okay. I hear what you're saying, and that's because the fight against Barrios counted. But I mean, I'll say if you replace Mayweather with Pacquiao in that fight against Barrios, Mayweather probably would have won as well. I mean, Barrios, he didn't really look super impressive against Pacquiao. Folks were thinking that he was going to beat Pacquiao because Pacquiao was rusty and just older, right? But it was a draw. And then the fight after that, as you just saw, we just saw Barrios lose to Ryan Garcia. Now, is Mayweather going to fight Ryan Garcia? Do you think he has a better chance against a younger fighter or against Mayweather? You know, he said, and Wilbert Santos said Floyd is a protected species. Um, Wilbert Santos, who do you have winning the fight though? Let me know who you got winning that fight, Pacquiao or Mayweather. Bong, you said you just described the Jake Paul fight. In terms of what? When you saying I just described the Jake Paul fight in terms of the exhibition, because that's actually what I was talking about. I was saying, actually referring to the Mike Tyson and Mayweather exhibition that's coming up. So I was saying that exhibition match may be something that was not an actual real deal fight that counts towards rankings and championship belts and stuff like that, but it may bring um eyes to the sport and with a jam-packed undercard. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. You said pack card and exhibition as a main event. Yeah, I mean the Jake Paul formula. This is actually gonna be on Netflix too, and that's why I'm asking. Like, if you look at it that way, is it worth it? If you look at it in the sense of, hey man, there's actually fights on the undercard that actually count, right? The exhibition is the main event because these guys already have fan bases, but the undercard, if you pack that with some championship fights, like a real deal card, what do you think the exhibition is worth it in that case? Um, let's see. Alf says, I don't think Mayweather will let himself end up in a position to where Pacquiao can get a knockout or a TKO. So I think Mayweather will take it on decision. You say, I think Pacquiao looked very good, but I also don't think very highly of Barrios. So I don't know which impacts that more. Um, man, uh, yeah, I don't know, man. I was asking, believe it was in the short that we had. And by the way, um, this is jointly on the two channels, Nerdy Jerks and Two Peas in a Bong. I'm one third of the crew for Two Peas in a Bong. You know, DP is who I am. We got myself, DP, Bong, and KP. So, if you do subscribe and come back to check us out, you'll probably see all three of us at some point. But I was talking about Barrios and whether you think he's a gatekeeper at this point. Just this is just to your last point, Alf. Um, with losing in the fights that are considered the major fights or the big fights, the big deals, right? Barrios had a fight against Tank and he lost, right? Then he has his fight against Ryan Garcia and he lost. Before he fought Tank, he had a fight against Keith Thurman and he lost. So it's like when you fight those names, those big name fighters, and then you don't win, you don't get over the hump, you don't get the signature dub. Eventually, will people start saying, "Hey, man, he's just a gatekeeper"? And when I posed that question, a lot of folks were saying, man, he don't have that dog in him no more. Like he don't look like he wants it like that, I guess. So I don't know. I mean, I think Barrios is a tough fighter. Definitely wasn't his night. And then I mean, you could say that the same thing. Well, he got the draw against Pacquiao, but it's a lot of people saying that he lost against Pacquiao. Um, but Wilbur Santos, if you still in the building, who you got, man? Let me know who you got. And then my boy, is it Jay Hun? Fang, you gotta let me know, man. Like I said, I don't want to disrespect you. I'm gonna just start saying Fang 06 until you give me like break down some pronunciation or something for me. But my boy Fang 06 gave his pick. Sounds like he thinks is gonna be Pacquiao because Pacquiao is more active and Floyd Mayweather is just fighting exhibition matches at this point, right? Um, let's see, Alf in the building. Alf, you definitely active. Okay, is that Young? Is it Young Fang or Hun Fang or J Hun Fang? Let me know. All right, so Alf, you say Barrios feels sort of like what Michael Bisping was towards the end, losing to the great fighters and beating the average or the up and coming guys. Okay. Um I get that comparison. I could see that. I can dig that. Um Still dangerous, but uh past the prime, right? But the crazy thing is Barrios is not even he's not like super old. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know. Is it this is the time where you kind of would be in your prime and fighting the best of the best, but when you start fighting the best of the best and taking the L's, then it's a different story for you. So um yep, and you say Manny for you. Um okay, I respect it, man. I'm not listen. I'm on here. I want to hear what people say and why they feel that way, right? And you gave your reasons. If it's just because of activity and whether you think whoever is in shape, like we're in February right now. This fight ain't until September. So if these guys are serious about it, they're gonna spar, they're gonna get in shape, they're gonna be actively doing what they gotta do as far as boxing goes. So I mean, what are we saying? Like, I don't know if activity or ring rust, if you want to say that. Shit, Pacquiao's only had one fight. He'll still have some ring rust if that's the case because he won't. He fought last year when it was with the Barrios fight, so it's gonna be like another year between fights. But I mean, listen, they're pros. They've been doing it forever, so they'll be ready. Like if they're serious about this shit, they'll be ready. And I don't think either one of them want to be embarrassed, so both of them are going to come ready. I would say Pacquiao probably has more motivation. My pick is Mayweather, but I think would probably be more motivated, and that's because he lost the first one, and he wants to get back. Right? He wants to get back. When we first started, I know it's some other folks in the building. When we first started, out the gate, folks were just saying this is a money grab for Mayweather. Do y'all think it's just a money grab for Mayweather? At this point, what does he have to prove? His legacy is cemented. So let's see. Seen Manny early interview. He is in exhibition with Ruslan. Ruslan is a guy that come to you before he goes to Mayweather. Okay, well, I mean, but that's okay. And that's what I'm saying. So even if we don't see um sparring sessions, right? Because most boxers is cameras off when it comes to sparring. You might see leaked footage here and there, but it's you don't know what's happening with sparring. And you know, Floyd Mayweather sparring sessions are talk of the town in terms of like how rough it is, how rigorous his training is, and how he goes. And they say he is a different kind of animal when it comes to sparring. I don't know if you guys have seen Andre Ward talk about how Floyd Mayweather is. It's just timeless, like nonstop, no clock, just going over and over and over and taking more chances in sparring. So, those are some dog sessions, I'm sure. And they're tough sessions, right? So that's not an exhibition match. I'm sure they're going at it. And if he's trying to come back, he's not going half step in this, man. It would be sad to see him come back and take a L to Pacquiao, right? And I think that would be his motivation. If you think it's the money, sure, the money as well. But if you're gonna fight, I think he respects the sport of boxing as well as his legacy to the point to where he's not gonna come in there and just, you know, fool around. He's gonna come in there trying to take care of business. And I mean, what do you think will really be different in this fight versus when they fought before? I need to know. Bong says Floyd won't take much risk this time around. Easy work, hit and don't get hit. I mean, shit, that's the way he generally has fought throughout his career. Hit, don't get hit. He said if he fights past Pacquiao, it'll be the likes of McGregor or Paul. Um, I don't know if he'll fight. I think this might be it, man. I think this will probably be the last fight. Like, I mean, a Jake Paul fight, Conor McGregor, he's done that already. Like, I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see him continuing. Um, Maybe this is just let me put this to bed as far as like if the who's better out of him and Pacquiao, which I mean a lot of folks have already stamped that and said that it's Mayweather. So I don't know, man. I'm not sure. Um, but at the very least, like it should be an entertaining night. Let me say that. And it's gonna be a big money event. We already know that. Um he said Bong said, come get a bag, then dip. Legalize bank robbery, as he says. Yeah. Hey, you already know it's gonna be big money. But listen, we were talking last time, and I was saying that the biggest reward would be a Crawford fight, a Mayweather Crawford fight. Biggest risk, biggest reward. Um, But then Bong, I think your response was he's not going to be fighting any of the active guys, right? Any of the young active guys or younger active guys, because Crawford is in his late 30s. And that's another question. So we have Mayweather, who is returning. He's 49. We have Pacquiao, who has already made his return. He's 47, right? Do you think Crawford will also unretire? My personal opinion about it was I didn't want to see Crawford unretire. I'd be okay with him just walking off on the top of the boxing world, never returning, just mentoring younger fighters like he's doing with Shakur. And, legacy cemented. And he's one of those guys who stopped at his pinnacle and just left the sport alone. Right. Um, one of my favorite fighters of all time, Roy Jones Jr., came back and fought, well past his prime, right? Um, I don't know, man. I'd rather see Crawford be done. But do you guys think Crawford will come back? I don't know. You say Alf, you say Crawford doesn't seem like the type of guy to unretire. Well, um, he actually addressed that. I think he was on the Pivot podcast and they asked him would he come back and he said nah, he has nothing to prove. But we've heard fighters say they're done, they have nothing to prove, and then we've seen fighters come back. This is something that they've done all their lives, and they get the itch to fight again and then they scratch it, right? So will we see that? Let's see. Bong says you remember what? Yeah, I was just referring to that. He said, you remember what Crawford said on the Pivot? He's done. Told Crowder coming back for money is a man who doesn't have morals. Yeah, so that's said. So we'll hopefully he sticks to that, right? I hope he does. I hope he does. Um, but I'm not sure what's gonna happen with this Mayweather Pacquiao. Like I say, my pick is Mayweather. I haven't heard anything about the details on the money. I don't even think they've released the details as far as what the weight will be or how long the fight will be. That hasn't been announced yet. The length of the fight, um, or what weight they'll be fighting at. Right? Uh, it's in September, is all I know. September 19th. September 19th. So that gives both fighters plenty of time to get in shape. And I guess when Mayweather has his exhibition with Tyson, you'll get a preview of what kind of shape he's in, right? Um, let's see what Bong is saying. He said Crowder says he wants an apology from everyone when Crawford comes back for a check. Hey, TBD, man. TBD. To be determined, man. We'll see. Not TBE, TBD, right? Um, Hey Bong, who you got in this fight, man? Mayweather Pacquiao. Who's your pick? I think I already know who it is, but I wanna hear it for the record. When is that, Floyd? Let me see. Floyd Mayweather and Tyson. See when that exhibition is. Next month it says April 25th. So which is again, you'll see him in that exhibition, and then even after that, it there will be plenty of time to see what what kind of shape he can get into after that, because the fight with Pacquiao isn't until September. So we shall see. Um, Bong says I'm a Mayweather fan. All work is easy work. Alf, when's your birthday? You said that's just before your birthday. When's your birthday, man? We're gonna have to get something out to you before then, man. Get you some merch. Uh around your birthday or before your birthday. It's coming soon, man. You'll have something coming to you soon. That's for sure. Because you're always in the building. Appreciate your support. So we'll have something coming to you. The big 18, April 30th. Okay. All right, man. So for sure, man. By that time, you'll have something from us for sure. So shout out to you once again. Um, but yeah, man. Look, I just wanted to get on here and get everybody's opinion, get folks' opinion, see where y'all stood on this. We'll probably be talking about it some more leading up to it, obviously, and some more boxing matches in between. Um, One thing I did want to address, and I don't know, my boy June Fang in the building. If you're still in here, and Wilbert Santos, I don't know if you guys are any fight fan can answer this. Um, when you have a fighter like Pacquiao who came back and went straight to getting a title match against Barrios. Um, and let's even look at when he fought Mayweather. That was 11 years ago. The first time they fought was 11 years ago. So over a decade, right? Is it unfair for them to just jump to the front of the line for title shots? You've retired, you've been out the game for a decade, and then you decide, I'm gonna throw my hat back in the mix, or throw my name back in the hat, whatever you want to say. Is it unfair for those guys to jump to the front of the line and get the title shots? Let's see. Bong, Floyd revolutionized the behind the scenes access with HBO and Showtime. I can't wait to see what he does with Netflix. Yeah. Listen, Netflix is rolling out their sports entertainment side of the business, right? Um and they will definitely have some type of behind the scenes rollout, I believe. Like a serious album release or something for somebody. J Cole just had his album release where he's selling CDs out the trunk of his old Civic. You know, I don't know what kind of, maybe Mayweather or hit the streets, Pacquiao hit the streets, who knows it. But whatever they're doing for this rollout leading up to this fight, the behind the scenes, they'll have something. I don't know if it'll rival HBO and Showtime, Bong, because as you say, he revolutionized the behind the scenes access with those networks. But it's gonna be something. I think it'll be entertaining, man. So it'll be interesting to see. Um, but no answers on that, huh? Nobody has any opinions on whether it's unfair for the vets to jump the line, those who've been out the game and that are coming back and just going straight to get in title fights. Like, Manny Pacquiao was out of the game for over a decade. And here we are, and he already got a title fight. Got a match against Barrios for a title. Let's see. Bong says J. Cole had to put the Civic in the shop in Phoenix, came back to the dealership, and thousands of fans were waiting for it. Hey, man. It be like that. J. Cole is one of them down to earth type dudes, man. Um, riding his bike through the town, through the city. You know what I'm saying? So um that gives you, I don't want to just say just accessibility. That makes people feel like, I guess, some sort of connection, like, oh man, this dude is a down to earth artist. Like, I'm a fan of his, but he's you know down to earth as well. Um, and then going to get, I've heard, Bong, in terms of J. Cole's rollout, I've heard folks say it's performative. And you can say that to some degree about any type of rollout, right? I'm not gonna necessarily say that it's that. I think it was kind of dope, a dope idea to go get your old, your old car, take it back to the days of way back where you selling CDs out your trunk. You know, I think it was dope. It was almost like I'm not gonna say it's exactly like a Nipsey kind of deal, but it's something different to where you're connecting with the fans. It's something that he's attempting to do to connect with the fans, something that folks have moved away from. So it's like, tapping back into like the essence of shit, right? Um Alf says it's unfair, but it's a money game at the end of the day. Pacquiao and all the legends bring in the money, so they will get the shots when they want them. Yeah, I hear that. Um, I'm sure if you say that to the young cats coming up who are mandatories and looking for those title shots, they be pissed off when something like this happens. But you know, what can you say, man? Um, Bong, you said definitely a dope idea. He's driving coast to coast. He'll finish in Cali. Yeah, I was just talking to my brother about his concert. I don't know exactly when he's gonna start, but I know it's the summer months, like the early summer months. And I think he has. My brother was telling me he has multiple dates out here in Cali. So he'll be in Staples, performing a couple times at Staples, then going to Intuit. Then I believe he's either going to Arizona or Vegas, and then coming back for another date at Staples. So, you know, got a lot of dates in a lot of different cities. And if multiple times, multiple opportunities for you to get a chance to catch one of his shows. So, Bong, okay, you say September in LA. Hey man, we may need to go on ahead and try to catch that show, man. We may need to go ahead and try to catch that show. Let's see, Alf, you said we're gonna get a show sometime this week with the three of y'all for the combined. We should. Um, he said all the things should be over by Sunday, and I'm sure moves will be made by then that we can talk about. Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. We'll try to get all three of us on here on Sunday for sure, man. So expect that. Once again, man, Alf is one of our regulars, so shout out to him. For those of y'all who are new, you see at the bottom, this is a Nerdy Jerks and Two Peas in a Bong collab. On my Nerdy Jerks page, for those of y'all who may be watching from there or wondering what that's all about, I do a lot of sports videography for high school and junior college. So I shoot junior college football. I shoot high school football, basketball, some soccer at times. So you can check out the YouTube over there, and on Instagram, you can check out the Nerdy Jerks Instagram, and you'll see some of my work on there. So that's pretty much what that one's all about, but still kind of sports centric. And on Two Peas in a Bong, we talk about sports, we talk about life. You know what I'm saying? Just life topics. We got a mixed group of followers, man, young, old. So I mean, I'd like to think that we're relatable. You know, age might be different, but we're pretty relatable. Alf is much younger than us, but we get on here and chop it up all the time. So if y'all are new, come check us out, man. Come check us out. That it would be dope to have y'all come around. And Bong is saying running the wing. We do have another channel. We're trying to build out our own network of some sorts, right? We have a basketball channel as well, strictly basketball. That's called Running the Wing. So if you want to check that out, you can do that as well. This particular live that's going on right now should be out on the Two Peas in a Bong page and the Nerdy Jerks page. So yeah. Okay, Alf, you said you'll be live the first day of free agency talking about the moves as they happen. Man, I'm gonna definitely try to support, man. Make sure you remind us beforehand so we can we can try to get on there, man. Let me know the times and all of that stuff so we can try to check you out, man. I know you do a lot of you do a lot of research and stuff, and you're really into it. So I know it's gonna be a cool breakdown and all that stuff. So yeah, definitely, man. Let me know. And Bong says he gonna tap in as well, man. So yeah, for sure. But yeah, man, appreciate y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. This probably won't be the last time that we're talking about this Pacquiao and Mayweather situation, or boxing in general. Those of y'all who were new, if you didn't subscribe, please go ahead and do so. Like, share, subscribe. Tell your folks about us. Come back. Don't let it be the last time that we see y'all, man. I appreciate everybody who jumped in here and has something to say, and folks who just jumped in here and watched. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all. And Alf, I will be looking for your link in the Discord. We also have a Discord, and you can find that in the description of our YouTube channel. There's a link to the Discord in there. You can click on there and join. We're talking about stuff in there as well. Shit, all the way from entertainment, movies, shows, boxing, MMA, football, basketball, all that. So holla at us, man. But man, I'll sign off now, man. It's your boy DP, two peas in a bong. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all. Check out Nerdy Jerks, two peas in a bong, and running the wing, y'all. I'm out.